Hi, Internet. In this video, I will be discussing how aesthetics can quietly suffocate your individuality. I will be reading off my notes off the screen. This helps me keep track of the examples I'm giving. So, the first way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you start copying instead of choosing. And one example of this is dressing exactly like a Pinterest board instead of picking what you like. And my tip for this would be for every three aesthetic items, add one random personal choice, something that feels like you, even if it clashes with what you already have. The second way aesthetics can quietly suffocate your individuality is that you start to edit out your weird traits. An example would be hiding quirky hobbies or tastes because they don't fit your vibe. And my tip for this would be to keep at least one visible weird thing in your life. It's usually your most authentic trait. Like, for example, I know Crocs are not the most aesthetically pleasing shoe out there, but I'm choosing to include them in many of my outfits, including wearing Crocs outside, even if they're not, um, they don't look like clean, if that makes sense, or streamlined. Wearing Crocs is not necessarily a streamlined, doesn't contribute to a streamlined look, but I still choose to wear Crocs. The third way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that your taste becomes predictable. An example of this is everything you own fits one color palette, one mood, and one style. And my tip for this would be to introduce controlled chaos, one item per category that breaks your rules. The fourth way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you choose to perform instead of live. An example of this would be doing things because they look good online, not because you enjoy them. And my tip for this would be to ask yourself, would I still do this even if nobody saw it? The fifth reason is that you lose your decision making voice. An example of this would be to constantly need validation before buying something or choosing something. And my tip for this would be to practice low stakes solo decisions daily, like what to wear, what to eat, what to watch. The sixth way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you confuse identity with branding. Example, thinking I'm a minimalist instead of I like some minimal things. And my tip for this would be to use flexible language. Like right now, this is what I'm into, right? We want to do that instead of labeling ourselves. The seventh way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you avoid evolving. An example of this would be not changing your style because it would ruin your aesthetic. And my tip for this would be to schedule seasonal resets. Give yourself permission to shift. Change is okay. Change should be welcome, in my opinion. The eighth way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you prioritize cohesion over truth. An example of this would be not buying something you love because it doesn't match your space or your wardrobe. My tip for this would be if you love it instantly, it's more you than anything curated. And the ninth way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you shrink to fit a category. For example, forcing yourself into clean girl, that girl, etc. And my tip for this would be to combine labels instead of choosing one, or you could drop all labels entirely. And the last way aesthetics can suffocate your individuality is that you start consuming instead of creating. An example of this would be scrolling aesthetics instead of building your own life. And my tip for this would be to flip the ratio, more time using your life than actually like curating it. So as you can see, I love the color pink. Um, it is it is a very calming color for me. I also happen to like Victoria's Secret products. I love the heritage stripe theme, but I'm open to variations as well. Like I wear other colors too. um, but yeah, there are simple ways to check yourself. If your life looks cohesive but it feels restrictive, your individuality might be compressed. So, yeah, just learn to trust yourself and just remind yourself that not everything has to be picture perfect. I hope this video was helpful for somebody. Um, I have fallen into the aesthetics trap over the years. I think that's normal, right? Like, I'm the kind of person that likes it when things match, but I've also learned that it's okay to add quirky things into my life, like wearing Crocs with obnoxious gibbets on them. So, yeah, I hope this video was helpful for someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.